Welcome to Hollywood Secrets information in this video. We're diving deep into the darkest, most scandalous family stories of the golden age of Hollywood secrets, so shocking that many were hidden for decades. These are the stories of love affairs gone wrong, betrayals within families, and the twisted realities behind the glitz and glamour of old Hollywood.so. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more unbelievable stories from classic Hollywood's golden years. Now, let's get into 17 Golden Age family scandals that shocked the world. 1. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, the dashing star of Captain Blood and the Adventures of Robin Hood, was the epitome of a Hollywood bad boy. But behind his charming smile was a dark web of scandals. Flynn's wild lifestyle wasn't just about alcohol and parties, it extended into his personal relationships. He was accused multiple times of inappropriate behavior with younger women, and his relationship with his teenage stepdaughter caused massive tabloid uproar. His family life was turbulent, filled with lawsuits, secret affairs, and bitter divorces that revealed just how chaotic his private world truly was. Even decades later, his legacy remains tarnished by these dark rumors. 2. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, the screen queen of Mildred Pierce, had one of the most notorious family scandals of all time. Her adopted daughter, Christina Crawford, exposed her in the shocking memoir Mommy Dearest, claiming Joan was an abusive, manipulative mother who cared more about her image than her children's well-being. Christina described beatings, emotional torment, and psychological cruelty, all hidden behind Hollywood's perfect smile. Though some defended Joan, the scandal forever changed her reputation and became one of the most infamous mother-daughter feuds in Tinseltown history. 3. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, the beloved silent film icon, was also a magnet for controversy. In the early 1940s, Chaplin became involved with a teenage actress, Joan Barry, a relationship that spiraled into a legal nightmare. When Barry accused him of fathering her child, Chaplin was dragged through one of the most publicized paternity trials in Hollywood. Though blood tests proved he wasn't the father, the scandal damaged his image and led to his eventual exile from the U.S. It was a haunting reminder that even Hollywood's brightest stars had shadows darker than anyone imagined. 4. Loretta Young. Loretta Young's life was a mix of beauty, faith, and scandal. During the filming of Call of the Wild in 1935, she had an affair with her married co-star, Clark Gable. When she discovered she was pregnant, she disappeared from Hollywood, later returning with a newly adopted baby girl who was, in truth, her biological daughter, Judy Lewis. For decades, this secret remained buried, until Judy uncovered the truth as an adult. Loretta had crafted one of the most carefully hidden family scandals in Golden Age history, a deception built on Hollywood's obsession with purity and image. 5. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid Bergman was America's sweetheart, famous for Casablanca and Gaslight. But in 1949, she shocked the world when she fell in love with Italian director Roberto Rossellini while married to another man. Her affair and pregnancy out of wedlock caused outrage in the U.S. Senate, with one senator calling her a powerful influence for evil. Her career was nearly destroyed, and she was even banned from American television for years. This scandal reshaped the way Hollywood and the public viewed women's personal lives. 6. Judy Garland. Judy Garland's story is one of brilliance and tragedy. The Wizard of Oz star grew up under intense control from her mother, Ethel Gum, and the MGM studio system. Her mother gave her pills to stay awake and others to sleep. Starting Judy's addiction at a young age, Garland's adult life was riddled with failed marriages, breakdowns, and strained relationships with her children, especially Liza Minnelli. Her story remains one of Hollywood's most heartbreaking family tragedies. A victim of both fame and her own family's ambition. 7. Anthony Quinn. Anthony Quinn, the Oscar-winning actor of Zorba the Greek, led a double life that shocked many after his death. He had several children from different relationships, including secret children with mistresses while still married. His family was often left to discover siblings they never knew existed. For years, tabloids whispered about Quinn's complicated love life, and even his own children described a man who loved passionately but lived recklessly. Hollywood glamour often hid The chaos beneath. Point 8. Marlon Brando was a genius actor, but his personal life was a storm of pain and scandal. His son, Christian Brando, was convicted of killing his sister Cheyenne's boyfriend, a tragedy that shattered the family. Cheyenne later took her own life, and Marlon was left broken, blaming himself for their suffering. Behind the fame, Brando's home life was filled with instability, jealousy, and heartbreak. The kind of family destruction that no Oscar could ever fix. 9. Lana Turner, the glamorous star of Peyton Place, found herself at the center of one of Hollywood's most shocking family scandals. Her teenage daughter, Cheryl Crane, stabbed and killed Lana's abusive boyfriend, mob-connected Johnny Stompanato, during a violent argument in their home. The case became front-page news, a mix of glamour, violence, and tragedy. Though ruled as justifiable homicide, it forever changed Lana and Cheryl's lives. This mother-daughter tragedy remains one of the most infamous true stories in Hollywood history. 10. Clark Gable, Hollywood's king, was adored for his rugged masculinity and charm. But few knew he had a hidden daughter, Judy Lewis, from his affair with Loretta Young. Gable never acknowledged her, even privately. Judy grew up believing she was adopted, never knowing her true father until years later. The revelation painted Gable in a new, painful light, not as the dashing Rhett Butler, but as a man trapped by the moral codes and hypocrisy of Hollywood's golden facade. 11. Bing Crosby's soft voice and fatherly image hit a chilling reality. His sons later revealed in memoirs that Crosby was a strict, even abusive father, controlling, cold, and emotionally distant. His eldest son, Gary Crosby, claimed their home life was filled with fear, not love. The revelation shattered Bing's wholesome family man image and exposed the painful truth of Hollywood's obsession with maintaining perfection at any cost. 12. Frank Sinatra was the ultimate showman, but his family was constantly in turmoil. His stormy relationships with wives and children, especially daughter Nancy, often played out in public. There were constant rumors of affairs, mafia ties, and jealousy within the Sinatra clan. Though he loved his family deeply, his temper and pride made peace nearly impossible. Behind the fame and fortune, the Sinatra home was as dramatic as any film he ever made. 13. Natalie Wood's life was surrounded by family complications and mystery. She married actor Robert Wagner twice, but their relationship was filled with jealousy and suspicion. Her family later questioned the circumstances of her drowning in 1981, suggesting deeper family tensions and hidden truths. The scandal reignited decades later when investigators reopened the case, still haunted by whispers of betrayal and silence within her closest circle. 14. Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher. Debbie Reynolds, America's sweetheart from Singin' in the Rain, had a famously complicated relationship with her daughter, Carrie Fisher. Carrie, the star of Star Wars, spoke openly about her struggles with mental health and her mother's controlling nature. Though they reconciled later in life, their bond was marked by rivalry and pain. When Carrie died in 2016 and Debbie passed away just a day later, it felt like a tragic Hollywood ending to a lifetime of love, tension, and unbreakable connection. 15. Charlie Chaplin Jr. grew up under the towering legacy of his father, but behind the scenes, their relationship was strained. Jr. struggled with his father's scandals, fame, and moral strictness that he turned to alcohol and found himself lost in the industry, never quite matching his father's genius. His tragic early death revealed how heavy the burden of fame could be, especially when the family name itself carried scandal and pressure. 16. Elizabeth Taylor's love life was one of Hollywood's most public soap operas. 8 marriages, 2 of them to the same man, Richard Burton. Her affairs caused family rifts, including one that destroyed her friendship with Debbie Reynolds after Taylor began an affair with Debbie's husband, Eddie Fisher. The public was shocked, and the media dubbed it the scandal of the century. Though they reconciled years later, the incident showed how personal desire could tear through even Hollywood's closest families. 17. Judy Lewis. The story of Judy Lewis, Loretta Young and Clark Gable's daughter, deserves its own ending here. Born into secrecy, raised in lies and denied by her famous father. Judy's life was the embodiment of Hollywood's hypocrisy. When she finally told her story in her book Uncommon Knowledge, she shattered decades of silence. Her courage to speak the truth opened the door for other hidden family scandals to be revealed. Her story remains one of the most powerful examples of how the golden age of Hollywood built its empire on illusion, even at the expense of its own children. These 17 Golden Age family scandals remind us that beneath the shining lights and red carpets, Hollywood was a place of broken homes, forbidden love, and painful secrets. Many of these stars lived double lives adored by millions on screen, but haunted by chaos behind closed doors. Their stories show us that fame doesn't always bring happiness, and sometimes it hides the darkest truths of all. Thanks for watching Hollywood Secrets Information. If you enjoyed this deep dive into old Hollywood's family scandals, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more untold stories from the golden era of cinema. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep uncovering the secrets of Hollywood's past.